All right, Shalom. We're the Hebrew Israelites from the camp out in Modesto. This is brother Rawchaa.
This is brother Zachariah.
So, Lord willing, this video is edifying through the spirit and power of Bahasham YAHAWASHI. We want to give all praise, honor, and glory to YAHAWAH, Bahasham, YAHAWASHI, Bahasham, Barak, Qadash, and double honors to the apostles and the elders at GMS and the Ahtham, pushing this word in truth and in sincerity. So, had to restart this, hey, Satan. But so this advertisement down the street from this this store that owned by Elam, and it says pork shoulder butt, and pork is the cheapest meat you could buy here in America. That's why Jake eats it all the time. Pork, hot dogs. Basically the nastiest food is the cheapest. Why? Because it keeps you sick. And Esau knows it's against the law. It's to keep you going against the scriptures. That's why they sell it. They put it in everything. They sell it to Jake. Because it keeps you sick and you stay going off. You're not going off against the Lord.
Yeah. And they're selling this right here at an Elam spot, an Elamite spot that are Muslims. So for all you Israelites out there, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, Israelite foreigners that believe that Islam, Allah, is the way, you're off. Because you got these assholes, that worship Allah, that are into Islam, they're Muslims, and they sell pork. They sell pork knowing damn well people are going to eat it. And for all you Jakes out there, once again, that think that you're Muslim or think that you are going to be accepted by them, just walk in there, speak that crappy language, and buy some pork. They're not going to stop you, man. All right. So yeah.
Yeah, and Elam, they come over here and they get them handouts from the government. Hey, that's why they have all these liquor stores where Jake lives. Hey, and they don't give a fuck about you, man. It don't matter if you take on their customs, you're Muslim. Hey, they're against you. And Elam knows that we're the Israelites. Hey, they know. But they're not going to tell you. So Esau puts them in Jake's neighborhood to keep us down. What do? In the liquor store, they sell you abominable foods. They sell you malt liquor, taco vodka, to destroy you, and to destroy Jake's just to destroy your life, basically. And keep you going against the Lord. Keep you stuck in that mind state of just being comfortable in the hood. Everything's cheap there, but it's abominable. So here's just some pork. Typed in Google pork-related illnesses. This is I'm not gonna try to pronounce it because it's Esau's fucking scientific words. Trichinosis is caused by eating raw or undercooked meat of animals infected with larvae of a species of a worm called trichinella. Pork can transmit bacteria, causing short-term illnesses and raising the risk of reactive arthritis, chronic joint conditions, and Graves' disease. Solium, which is a pork tapeworm, can also occur. Yeah, so all these sicknesses are related to eating pork. Undercooked meat. Because these are unclean animals. They eat garbage. They eat all the shit on the ground. Pork, oysters, shrimp, lobster. It causes brain worms.
God, there's a documentary. I believe it was on the History Channel, and it's called Monsters Inside Me, where this I'm not sure what tribe she was from, but she was Northern Kingdom, a so-called Latina woman, and she went somewhere dealt in Central South America and ordered a burrito. I believe she said it was a chile verde burrito, which chile verde predominantly the majority of the time is made with pork. And she said she had this burrito, and within a few days, she started having hallucinations, headaches. So she went to the hospital to inquire from a doctor, and they thought she had a tumor in her brain because she had big old tumors in her brain. So they went and cut the tumors open. It was a fucking worm in there, man. All right. So she got one of them trichinosis or trichinosis worms in her dome, in her brain, to be specific. And it was causing all types of ailments within her. You know, she was having seizures, hallucinations, convulsions, migraines, to the point that they said if she wouldn't have got there in time, that worm could have killed her. You know, and this goes on all the time amongst our people. Now, there was a video I linked in the chats earlier of an Edomite eating a bull's balls or whatever. These Edomites, these other nations, they could get away with that because they weren't given the law. And the Lord ultimately hates these people, man. He hates these other nations, man. Yes, they develop ailments, but it's not like how we do. All right, because the law was given to Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, and the Israelites, man. All right, but if you continue on, you know, you watch this video and you, whatever. Or you see us out on the highways and byways, you scoff at us and you continue on in your madness, the Lord's gonna kill you, man. Whether he puts one of them trike worms in your dome, you know, puts one in your heart, you know, and there's all kinds of other ailments that you develop, man. High blood pressure, diabetes, okay, blood disorders from eating abominable foods, man. You know?
Yeah, and all the Lord's laws are righteous. You know, they're all for a purpose. They're all for the benefit of us to live righteously. You know, so we don't get these sicknesses, these diseases. You know, all these laws are of the Lord and they're righteous. So we got to follow them to the best of our ability, because these are the ways to life, man. You know, not Esau's ways. He just teaches death. So this is Leviticus 26, 11 and 26. I'll start at 24. Leviticus 11 and 24. And for these ye shall be unclean. Whosoever toucheth the carcass of them shall be unclean until the even. And whosoever beareth aught of the carcass of them shall wash his clothes and be unclean until the even. The carcasses of every beast which divideth the hoof and is not cloven-footed, nor cheweth the cud, are unclean unto you. Every one that cheweth them, Salakia, that toucheth them, shall be unclean. So, what is the pig? He doesn't chew the cud. He doesn't eat the grass.
Even though they be cloven-footed.
Yep, cud.
They have a split hoof.
Yep.
You know, it says if they have a split hoof and they chew the cud, they graze, you know, eat vegetation, that they're clean animals. Although the pig is cloven-footed, they cheweth not the cud. They're bottom feeders.
Yeah. And another thing, the pigs they don't sweat. They don't have sweat glands. So all them diseases, all them sicknesses, they're not you know, they when you sweat, that brings a lot of toxins out of your body. You know, that's why you know, exercise, getting you to sweat, that cleanses your body, your lymphatic system. There's something called fenugreek seeds we were just talking about earlier. That cleanses your lymphatic system. You know, because a lot of sicknesses start in the lymphatic system. You got Hodgkin's lymphoma, which is a type of cancer. You know, that comes from heavy metals that get stuck in your lymphatic system, coming from aluminum, from these you know, these deodorants with aluminum. Your body absorbs all that. So all these things, there's ways to detox your body. You know, now getting off topic, how pigs don't sweat, but that's just a example how when you sweat, it cleanses your body. You know, so all them sicknesses, all them disease, all that shit that's in a pig, it stays within their body. But their body is built like that to withstand all them diseases. You know?
This is Matthew chapter 5, verse 17. And it's red letter. This is YAHAWASHI, whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. And it reads, think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. So the law is not done away with. All right. You got people out there that'll say, oh, but remember when Peter, the unclean meats came down from heaven and the Lord told Peter to eat? Well, that wasn't talking about food. That was talking about people. All right. It says, for verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass away, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law till all be fulfilled. So the law is still intact. The dietary law, that's the law. All that is still intact, and you have to keep those laws to the best of your ability. But knowing that, there's other meats you can eat. All right. There's not just pork in the world. There's not just pigs. There's other animals that are lawful, that are clean. Like the brother mentioned, sheep, beef. Okay, you can eat a fucking giraffe, bro. Okay, there's other birds, all right, like turkeys, chickens. What is the one? Quail, pheasant. You can eat that, man. I believe even a peacock descends from the turkey family, man. Because when you look up peacock in the Hebrew, the word there is like turkakike or something like that, which means a turkey. Okay? So yeah, the law is not done away with. You have to keep the law. And this is verse 19. Whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments, and that's one of the least commandments, bro. And you're not supposed to eat pork, but what? All I was offered today was a ham sandwich. Well, maybe you should go find some other food. All right. Oh, my wife, that's all she makes. Maybe you need to get a better wife. Stop eating that shit. It says, shall break one of these least commandments and shall teach men so, he shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven. You see, in all these churches out here, they'll teach you it's okay to be wicked, man. Okay, you go to a lot of these shelters. A lot of these shelters are Christian, Catholic-based community churches. And what? They'll serve you breakfast before you leave, and the majority of the time it'll be sausage. If they got eggs, they gotta throw the ham in there. Because I've been homeless and I stayed at a few before, and it was like, why can't you guys separate it? Why does it always have to be thrown in something that's clean? And they'll do it on purpose, bro. Because the elite and who they receive money from for their 501c3 charter tells them how to keep Jake down. Tells them what to do in order for them to be tax exempt. But we're out here teaching you to be righteous, man. It says, but whosoever shall do and teach them, the same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven. So we're out here teaching you the law, teaching you to keep the law. You got Jakes that'll be out here bugging out because they'll say, oh, I can't grow a beard. How am I going to keep my job? Oh, my woman don't like that. Well, you're a bug out. Look for a different job. Look for a different woman. Okay, that's one of the least commandments, to grow a beard on your face. But Jake will complain and have an excuse for every little fucking thing, bro. That's why the Lord ain't playing with Jake, bro. That's why all these storms are coming, snowstorms, okay, flash floods. Okay, that's why Esau's coming down. Because Jake does not want to get right and repent to the Lord and keep the law, statute, commandments to the best of their ability. All right?
Yeah, so, that was just a quick lesson. 14 minutes, starting to rain. So, like the brother was saying, that's one of the least commandments. Hey, when you come to the knowledge of you being an Israelite, hey, it's not hard to put off not eating pork. Hey, grow a beard. Hey, that's only the start. Because you start changing your ways to how the Lord wants, man. You start doing the things. You start amending the ways that you learned here in Babylon, and you start learning what the Lord asks of us. So hey, You know, that was just a quick lesson. Lord willing, it was edifying. Want to give all praise, honor, and glory to YAHAWAH, Bahasham, YAHAWASHI, Bahasham, Barak, Qadash, and double honors to the apostles and the others at GMS and the Ahtham, pushing his word in truth and in sincerity. And shalom to the elect and the Bible ball, shalak Rawchaa, shalak Rayam to Babylon.
Shalom.